my hood, on my block, yeah. On my, I won't stop, yeah. Play with me, I'll let it, yeah. Halo on me, Saint Laurent, yeah. Call me when it's cool, yeah. Keep one, move, yeah. You my little baby boo, yeah. I love you like my favorite color blue, yeah. Real spill, yeah. I'd rather be a broke, real, little rich. Fall in love with her. She just wanna be in VIP with her. Don't blame me, oh, bitches shame me. Had to get it how I got it on my own 2 feet. Don't blame me, I'm what the game they made me.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. With that, it's time for the AFC Championship. And to call the action, as they have all year, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Oakland Raiders and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. In motion left, that's Cooper. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, set the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it. Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big pickup, and guess what? It's now third and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Here's Ingram, and he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Second down following the run. Now a handoff, running left is Bell. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot. getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. A swing pass caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for Oakland. 41 yards. In the red zone this time. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Second and goal to go now. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Le'Veon Bell taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And that makes it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette, and he's able to get up here to the 26. That one good for 10 yards, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
He finds an opening past the 40. That good for 19 and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He finds an open man, Simpson. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there, 46 yards. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They'll go again with Bell. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 32-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
Give them a lot of credit. They ended up running the ball on a key 3rd down situation. They were staring 3 and out in the face and found a way to flip the script and keep the ball moving on offense.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Bell, and he's going to be shoved down pretty hard. Looks to be right around the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now this is playoff football. I mean, what a big-time tackle. Perfectly executed with a little extra emphasis there.
And got him for a loss as well. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Here we go on fourth with Wilson. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive. If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. They'll set up a throw into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Again, it's Bell. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. They'll give this to Bell running right. And he's got some space here. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now Bell. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. To play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Here's a give to Bell running left. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Here's Bell. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out come the Jags. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Hurry up, here we go. All right, now, look at 56.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he comes back with one complete. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll toss it to Fournette. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And some room to maneuver. Fournette fighting through. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. 54 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So the D-line's going to spread out. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Intended that time for Cooper. That'll bring up second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll try the right side with Bell. And some space here. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Looking deep in the and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Again, it's Fournette. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Lucky 56. Here we go.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And an alley to run. Pass. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. 45 yards. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score in the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On second down, Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And past the 30, down to about the 27. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They're going to look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he'll be knocked down sideways. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. Now Wilson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage. It's
a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Wilson. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Well, we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. He's going to go for a big play down. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. What a decision to go for it on 4th from their own territory, and it pays off. 46 yards. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. The give is to Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. To throw is Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Back now here on EA Sports.
All right, here we go.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll run it again with Fournette. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Jaguars on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Handoff to Fournette. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Here we go. Leopard.
They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him 3 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Here's a give to Fournette. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. On 3rd down, Fournette. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. On first down, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Hey, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. Right? This is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. A give to Bell. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down. Time for a break. Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this. The Raiders on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Play clock winding down. On 3rd down. That's Bell. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.